try to put a lot of colors on your palette knife, so when you paint you don't have to keep taking the colors. Let's see how many petals I can paint. So this is how you place your palette knife to draw the petals. 1, 2, 3. Now you don't see the third petals obviously, so you can paint it one more time. 4 and 5. You'll be able to see the flowers later after we add the second or the third layer. So now I want the next flower to be close to this flower and the color to be slightly darker than the yellow. So I will add blue to my palette knife to get a green. So put the two primary colors, the yellow and the blue, on your palette knife at the back of the palette knife. Then put it on a canvas and try to mix the color if you can. And then scoop the color using the back of your palette knife. Now repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This petals doesn't give me the shape of a rectangle, so I would like to go through one more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will also create 3D texture when you paint with palette knife. Now I want my third flowers to be blue. I should wash my palette knife right now, dip it into the water, wipe it using a cloth. Make sure your palette knife is clean. Now put the blue at the back of your palette knife and repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you have 3 flowers next to each other. We need to let the flowers dry before we can put the center of the flower. So let's create our stems. I have filled in the colors using this bottle, where you can use this bottle to create stems. So I'm gonna do the stems for the yellow flowers. So put the color into the bottle and add water, just a little bit of water, and close the lid and shake. After you have got the solution, you can now turn the bottle and go near to the petals to create the stems. Do you remember how we mix the two primary colors to become the secondary color? Now I'm going to create the stems for the green flowers as well as the blue flowers. So now we have the yellow. We're going to add blue. Into the same bottle. Close the lid. Shake it and it will become green. Again, go close to the petals of the flower and you can drip. Let it flow and you create the petals. So right now you need to wash the bottle so that you can get the blue. After you put the blue color in the bottle, add a little bit of water, shake it, and now you can drip. Go near to the petals of the flowers and drip it. Now you have the stems for all the 3 flowers. Let's paint the center of the flowers. For the bright flowers, I'm going to use the dark color as the center. I'm going to use the blue. For the dark flower, I'm going to use the bright color as the center of the flower. Again, squeeze the color on the back of the palette knife and just apply, put the color at the center of the flower, and now you have created the center of the flower by just one layer. If you like it to have more color at the center, you can take the red and then just dot it at the center of the flower. And now I want to create a little bit small flowers for these big flowers. For the bright flowers, I'm going to use red to create contrast at the end. Below the flower, put the red color onto your palette knife, hold it, and paint another small flowers below the big flowers. Randomly. the green flowers, let's give a brighter shades to create contrast. So I will use the yellow.